Welcome to the Conquer Duality podcast with AlexiAction-Lifelike. In this second episode, I delve into the topic of loneliness, spirituality, and transmutating your pain into power and wisdom. Alchemy 101. Take notes, class. I pre-recorded this podcast on August 19th, 2022, and I'm uploading it today in hopes of sharing my knowledge and wisdom with humanity. I pray this helps someone who is going through a dark night of the soul or feeling lonely in life. I apologize in advance for the shift in audio and background noise. It was a windy day when I recorded. Most of my pre-recorded podcasts are in an outdoor environment. If you're interested in self-help topics, spirituality, esotericism, and occult sciences, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Share it with friends and on your socials. I would greatly appreciate the support. You can follow me on Twitter at AlexiAction-Lifelike for future posts and updates. Enjoy this episode, fam. Much love, Lexi. On the topic of loneliness and its relationship with awakening, I have such a love-hate relationship with loneliness. I've often personified it as a crazy, jealous, possessive man who is so territorial of me, doesn't want me interacting with anyone, only wants to keep me entirely to himself. That's been my world of loneliness. That's been my relationship with loneliness. Almost as if I have anthropomorphized it. My response to trauma. I got so comfortable with my own captivity that when I awakened and realized that I'm not really alone, it really freaked me out. It's like you live your life unaware that you're living it unconsciously, thinking that you're so insignificant. No one's watching you. Only to wake up and realize that you've always been watched over. And I don't say that in a malevolent way. It's just, it's a jarring juxtaposition of one reality versus another. I think we all know that there's a difference between loneliness and feeling alone or being alone. It's almost as if loneliness is like a chronic state of being, whereas feeling alone or being alone is like a transient state. The former is worse than the latter. There are many times where I've questioned why I've had to experience so much solitary confinement on my journey here. My world is so small. And I wonder if I scripted it this way, or if it was some sort of outside entity that decided that I would take the road less traveled. It's a harder one. That's why it's less traveled. I think that's why I chose to alchemize much of my pain and my suffering through the medium of writing, because it gave me a sense of empowerment. I could control, I could create whatever I wanted, whatever outcome. I could access any archetypal personality and give it life just by pouring my energy into it. And then I wouldn't be alone anymore. I wouldn't feel so lonely, because most of my time would be spent with the characters in my head. I don't think that there's like a full-on cure to sadness and pain and suffering. I think once you go through certain painful experiences, it always vibrates somewhere in your consciousness, in your memory. You just kind of learn to cope with it. And ideally, those coping mechanisms would be healthy ones. Like art, for example. It's such a paradox. It's like some of the most amazing pieces of literature have been forged in pain. And likewise, music, likewise, art, likewise, dances, movies. You know, it's like, it's such a paradox. But that's the silver lining when you go through painful shit in life. If you can find a creative way to transmute that pain, the anger, the hurt, the suffering, the resentment, into a work of art and heal yourself, well, then that makes you an alchemist in my books. Aren't we all here to kind of learn how to do that? Master alchemy. Move energy, manipulate energy, shift energy to co-create your ideal life of joy, happiness, abundance. None of that can be achieved if you're just stagnant in life. That's why everything is always in motion. Nothing is still. And it's the same thing with our thoughts. They're like seeds of creation. And the more we nurture them, good or bad, they take root and grow. And then it's the time of harvest. Thought forms begin in darkness. Creativity originates from the darkness. One cannot be without the other. To deny one part is to deny the other. They coexist. As much as we don't like to live a life full of vices, it also can be argued that too much virtue will become a vice. For example, when you have a family member who has a toxic habit that is harming them in life, and you can't say no when let's say they ask you for money and you know that they're going to go and spend it on drugs or gamble it away. You can't say no because you feel like you're being awful, that you're not showing love and care. They're asking you, you have the means to do it, but you are kind and compassionate. You don't want to see somebody that you love go through a difficult time. So you enable the toxic behavior. Your virtue has become a vice. So there are times in life where you have to vibrate more in your darkness for somebody else's ultimate good, or your own. And that's a form of transmutation. The dark should not have this association with bad and evil. That's just an energy. That's essentially just being consumed by ego and darkness to the point that you no longer have access to your light. I'm sorry for branching off topic here. The main theme was loneliness. Yeah, I've led a pretty lonely life. I've been misunderstood. I've been judged. I've had my femininity attacked in every way that you can think of. And when you go through traumas like this, with no intention to cause harm to others, you just kind of hide away in your shell. Because you feel like that's your only option. You convince yourself that the world is a bad and scary place. You can't rely on anybody. And you just waste away in your loneliness. It's not a safe place to be for a long time. It's not healthy. That's why I have this desperate urge in me now to just flee, fly away, escape my comfort zone, escape the life that I've known, and enter the world of the unknown. It's not so much that I've had this fear of being killed or murdered in the middle of the night. It's not about that. It's more so the emotional, psychological aspect of entering the unknown. The fear of experiencing the same traumas that I went through in my past. hadn't healed from the things that I went through. I just buried it and leaned on my writing to just help me cope. All while hiding who I am. And leaning on a persona to help me face the world. And I refuse to be ashamed. It was my only way of survival at that time, at that level of my consciousness and my awareness. It was the only way I felt that I could survive and face the world. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good that can come from spending time with yourself. I think if we change the term from loneliness to spending time with my soul, it really it changes the tone and context. It transforms into a deep moment of introspection, self-analysis, where you really question yourself, you question your purpose, you question your strengths, your weaknesses, the things that will make you happy. I know for me, I've wanted true love for such a long time, but I was unconscious to the fact that in order to achieve that kind of love, I have to truly love myself. I have to truly learn to accept myself and embrace myself and approve of myself. There isn't a single soul who can come and truly convince you to be all embracing of who you are. It really is a solo mission. Other people can influence your beliefs and make you question your beliefs and offer guidance and advice, but ultimately you are the one who decides how you want to perceive yourself and the world. I didn't think that I would be so heavily entrenched in the field of trauma recovery. Not a licensed therapist, not a licensed psychologist, psychiatrist. I don't have credentials as a counselor, but I have a lot of wisdom and life advice because of the things that I've been through in my life. And I just kind of take that and I put it into my writing. I have gratitude for the solitude. It wasn't without purpose or reason. But I'm just at a point now where my soul is tired of solitary confinement. I think I've done enough introspection. I think I've done enough healing. I feel that I've accepted everything that I had to, confronted everything that I needed to, surrendered to everything that I needed to come full circle with my healing. I don't wish to be lonely anymore. I'd like to have moments of alone time, but I don't wish to feel lonely. Thank you for tuning into the second episode of Conquer Duality podcast. If you made it this far listening to me talk to myself outside, congratulations. You have an excellent attention span. Anyways, fam, please smash the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter for regular posts and updates. My upload schedule was a bit delayed, hence the Sunday upload, but I will get back on schedule next Friday with another pre-recorded podcast for episode 3. Stay blissed, and remember that although we may feel lonely at times, there's always someone watching over you. If you believe in the spirit realm, then trust that you have a spirit team. Love and light, cosmic souls. Until next episode, over and out.